Nerf Elite Retaliator review. Today I have the Nerf N-Strike Elite Recon, or Retaliator if you will. So I will go over the pros, the cons, and then give you my overall opinion of this. So the Recon in itself doesn't actually need this, or this. It is just this. This is the actual Retaliator itself. It is just a simple slide pistol. Bam. It uses clips. So as you can see, you just pull it back, load a clip, and you're ready to shoot to your heart's content. So the reason I called this the Elite Recon is because that's exactly what it is. It is the Recon with a new shell, streamlined internals. I'll talk about that in a second. And it comes with a new stock, the exact same barrel repainted, and this new fantastic grip. So the blaster itself looks really cool. I believe this was in the first line of the first 4 Elite guns, which I actually really enjoyed. All of those. I believe it was the Retaliator, Stockade. I'm having trouble remembering the last 2, but this was, in essence, the first of the N-Strike Elite guns. So, on the Retaliator itself, it has a stock attachment point, barrel attachment point, and then the magwell, and a tack rail on the top. The stock is as simple as it sounds. It is just a stock. I'm looking for another blaster to throw it on, but I don't really have one with me right now. It can go on any stock attachment point. I haven't had any issues with it so far, so all blasters, I believe, can use this pretty well. It is a little short, but I actually like that because I like my blaster to really hug my shoulder when I'm shouldering it, I guess. The barrel has, well, it's exactly the same as the Recon barrel, except repainted. It has a tack rail on the top, tack rail on the bottom, giant orange muzzle, I guess, and then it can fit onto any Nerf blaster that is compatible and has the same tip as this. The grip is really the only grip that Nerf has produced so far. There's one coming out in one of the upgrade kits for the Modulus, but so far this is the only one on the market that's not from a second party. In aesthetics, this blaster, fully put together, looks very nice. If you take even one part off it, it still looks pretty dang cool. This grip is a little annoying because it doesn't actually prime the blaster if you pull it back. It does nothing if you pull it back. It's just there. The actual prime, again, is up here. And I believe I got to mention, there is a jam door right underneath the slide. And it has to be closed because otherwise you can't push it forward. Big pro of this blaster is its elite performance. This, as I stated earlier, was one of the gateway blasters to the Elite line. This was part of the first 4. I believe Hasbro just wanted to try it to see if the blaster would even work before they even went on to newer ones, because now they release so many Elite blasters because, well, N-Strike's obsolete. Sorry, you poor thing, you. Back to this. As I was saying, this was the gateway blaster to the Elite line, or at least one of them. It is fantastic because I believe it got about 20 extra feet flat compared to the average N-Strike blaster at the time, and it's just really cool. Another pro would be the detachable everything on this thing. If you just want this blaster, it's a little overpriced. It does come with a 12 clip, but I don't have one right now. This is actually my friend's blaster, and I'm just reviewing it for the sake of doing it. But if you have another, there aren't many stocks on the market right now for Nerf blasters. And because this comes with one at only $20 where I live, is really great. And it comes with this handle, which is amazing. And this barrel, which is very hard to come by in blasters, is fantastic. I love this about that. Another pro, I guess, is the fact that it can use any clip. It can use any drum, anything you can fit in here that fits into a clip gun fits the Retaliator. It can use 35 drums, 25 drums, 18 drums, 18 mags, 12 mags, 6 mags, anything. Another pro would have to be the barrel attachment point and the stock attachment point. Though, like I said earlier, there aren't mini barrels and stocks, they at least said, hey, let's throw it in there. So that's nice. The fact that I can use anything that you want, like the Raider stock, which is fantastic, is very nice, and I thank Hasbro for that, because otherwise this little pistol wouldn't be worth much at all. If it's just this, I would personally never pick one up. Another thing I like is that with the barrel, it has 3 rail attachment points, which is nice if you wanted, I don't know, like a laser attachment point up here, and then like a scope up here on the top barrel, and then, you know, like anything under here. It's really nice. It's very nice, and I enjoy that Nerf put that there. Now on to the cons. This blaster actually does have some, now that I've talked about how great it was for 5 minutes. So, one major con is I'm looking for something to put on here. Yes, I don't have anything. Most of my stuff is inside right now, and I am outside. If you put something on this rail attachment point, it's going to be very difficult to prime it, because you have to grab it and pull it back in order to prime it. It's very difficult to grab. I mean, if there's a scope right here, you have about that much room to pull back, and that's if you have small hands like me. Otherwise, you're going to have to grab the back, which is equally uncomfortable, with pretty much your 2 fingers, sometimes, if you have really big hands, just your pinky finger, and try to operate it. That's not okay, Nerf. I would have appreciated if you just didn't put this here. Sure, the slide is comfortable, but the fact that you put a tack rail there gets a little annoying. Another con is this stock. Again, like I said, most people don't like this short stock. I myself don't find it much of a big deal for this specific blaster. If it was something like a Raider, I'd hate it, because I'd have to be hunched over like this to try to shoot it. And that just gets annoying. The fact that they couldn't extend this out just a tiny bit, to maybe even about here, and it would have been so much better. Oz Nerf Nerd had to take over that. I believe Oz Nerf Nerd. Yeah, it was Oz Nerf Nerd who made an upgrade kit on Hasbro's fault to extend the stock attachment point. Good for him. I'm happy he's having success. But the fact that Hasbro didn't do that already is a little annoying, and the fact that I have to pay $19, not including shipping, is even more annoying just to get more out of this crappy stock. That's really all my complaints. They were like 3 complaints, but they're pretty big ones. So, overall opinion of this blaster is, well, it's pretty good if you can get past this. I personally can't, and that's why I'm never going to buy one for myself. I just honestly can't get past this awful sliding mechanism, but I can understand why someone would like it if, you know, they find this enjoyable or comfortable. So, other than that, it has typical Elite ranges, 50 feet flat, 70 arched. Don't believe the XD line's lies. The white and blue Retaliator is the exact same as this one. It's a bunch of lies otherwise. So, that is the Elite Retaliator. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is KK, the Hot Glue Ninja. Have a great day.